Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about education. First, we're going to learn vocabulary for education. So if you want, you can repeat after me. History. History. Art. Art. Science. Science. Math. Math. Or mathematics. Mathematics. Physical education. Physical education. Or PE. PE. Economics. Economics. English. English. Music. Music. Geography. Geography. Okay? And here are some adjectives you can use to describe why you like these subjects or why you dislike them. So, easy, useless, enjoyable, difficult, interesting, practical, useful, boring. So, what subject do you like studying? Question 1. So you have to say, I like studying history. And it says why, so then you have to say, because it is, and you just pick an adjective. I like studying history because it is enjoyable. Or you could say, I like studying music because it is interesting. Number 2, what subject do you not like studying? Why? I do not like studying math because it is difficult. Or, I do not like studying economics because it is boring. Number 3, what subject is most important in your opinion? Why? So for this one, you start the question, you'll start the answer with this, in my opinion. So you can say, in my opinion, geography is most important. And it says why, so we still have to say because. Because it is practical. Okay? Or, in my opinion, science is most important because it is useful. Useful. What subject is least important? Here they do not say, in your opinion, so you don't have to answer the question like that if you don't want to. You could just say, maybe you could say, English is least important because it is useless. Not true, but those are just some examples about how you can make sentences to talk about education. Okay? The next part, useful language. These phrases can help you express your opinions. We already talked about one. In my opinion, art is the most important because it is interesting. Or you could also say, well, it seems to me that art is the most important because it is interesting. Or, personally, I think math is the most important subject because it is useful. So there you go. All of these phrases are the same. Let's practice expressing our opinions for the 4 questions. Number 1. Why should people study English? You need to answer like this. People should study English because it is, and you pick an adjective. But at the beginning of the sentence, we're going to use one of the useful phrases. So let me show you. Number 1, why should people study English? Personally, I think people should study English because it is practical. Number 2, why should people study science? In my opinion, people should study science because it is useful. Number 3, why should people study history? For me, people should study history because it is enjoyable. Number 4, why should people study physical education? Well, it seems to me that people should study physical education because it is interesting. Now, you can try to make sentences on your own. Here's an example dialogue of two people talking about education. I will read it for you now. I have a lot of science homework this weekend. Oh, really? Do you like science? Or do you like studying some other subject? I like studying math because it is interesting and useful. What subject do you not like studying? I don't like studying history because it is difficult and useless. Okay, which subject is most important in your opinion? I think that English is most important because of the global economy. We need to speak English for many types of jobs. And my last question, which subject is the least important? I think that music is the least important. I love music, but I think that students can learn it outside of school. Okay, nice to see you. Goodbye, and good luck with your homework this weekend. So that is a very realistic conversation that two people can have about education. At the bottom of the page, we have useful language, education idioms. Idioms are expressions that don't mean literally what they say. They have kind of a secret meaning or a hidden meaning. So the first one, to draw a blank, means to not remember something. So you don't remember something, you can say, what is the name of that actor? I'm drawing a blank. Here it says, she asked me the answer to the math question, and I didn't know what to say because I drew a blank. The past tense of draw is drew. I drew a blank is the past. Next one, to put on a thinking cap. A cap is another word for a hat, usually a baseball hat. It's called a cap, baseball cap. So this means to think very seriously about something. And this is why it's an idiom where it doesn't mean literally what it says, because you can't actually put on a thinking cap. It doesn't exist. But it just means you're going to think. So you could say, we have a serious problem here. We better put on our thinking caps. And here it says we need to put on our thinking caps and figure out how to solve this problem. The next one, to figure something out. That's sort of like a phrasal verb, to figure out. So that means just to discover something or solve a problem. So in a detective movie, the police tried to figure out the crime. I figured out how I can finish my math assignment. Figure it out. Fill in the blank. Sometimes there can be more than one right answer here, because we're talking about opinions and easy subjects, difficult subjects. But other times, there's only one right answer. Number 1, studying what happened in the past is history. History. Number 2, learning to paint and make sculpture is art. Number 3, running, swimming, and jumping is physical education. Number 4, the most difficult subject is, well, this is your opinion, so you could say whatever you want. For me, I would say math. Number 5, the easiest subject is, I think, music. I'm a musician, so it's kind of easy for me. Number 6, in my opinion, the most useful subject is, now it's up to you, but if you're watching this video, you might say English. Number 7, she told me that she thinks is a useless subject. She told me that she thinks art or history, whatever. It's up to you. Learning about countries. Oh, I should say, if there's more than one answer, we say it's up to you. You can pick the answer. So I can say, there's more than one answer, it's up to you. You can pick. Learning about countries and oceans and mountains is geography. There's only one answer there. I like geography. Do you like geography? Putting it all together. So a lot of English students are able to answer questions with one sentence, but it's harder for them to speak a long answer or to write a long answer. So that's what this is about. Let me read it for you. When I was in high school, I liked studying history because I thought it was enjoyable and interesting. I didn't like studying math because I thought it was difficult and boring. Now that I'm older, I understand that both math and history are important for different reasons, though. In my opinion, the most important subject is geography, because I think that knowing about the world is a practical and important skill. If we do not know geography, it makes it very difficult to understand the world around us. I think that the least important subject is physical education. I think exercise is very important and valuable, but I think that most children play sports outside of school. This means that studying physical education at school may be less important. I think everyone should study many different subjects because it is important to be well-rounded individuals. So now, using everything you learned today, can you write one paragraph about education? Or can you practice speaking about education in a paragraph? Let me know. If you want, feel free to leave a comment in this video about what you think about education. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.